this weekend, how you felt on the road.
Well, take away the first 10, 10 minutes of the first two games, and we played pretty well. Um, we gave a, we had a missed coverage a little bit on the first goal on Friday night, and then on Sunday, it was a similar situation where we let them get in behind us a little bit. But after that, on Friday night, if we'd have just be able to had an equalizer because we came in pretty strong in the second half, had a lot of opportunities. If we'd have just come in, it could change the complexion of the game. Unfortunately, they got a third one, but I'm not too concerned about that. But again, like I said, even though it was a 3-0 game, it was a lot closer than it seemed. Same thing with the Sam Houston game. I felt like we played pretty well the majority of the game. Especially we took over the second half. We outshot them, 26-9. But again, it doesn't really matter, how many shots you have. We got to put them in the net, and that's kind of what we need to find our way in the net again, and kind of see if we can, kind of start piling on that way.
And then heading into this weekend, you guys have a really big weekend, including going up to Chicago. We touched on this last week, but what is the mindset heading into going to a big city like Chicago?
Well, it'll be like I said, the first time we've traveled via plane in a long time, in over 10 years. But like I said, it's going to be. They know it's a business trip. We're going there. We need to, score some goals and just really kind of, it'd be fun going to a new place, but the whole mindset is going in there and getting a win and see if we can develop and get some more momentum for the next weekend.
Thank you, Coach.
And in terms of this game against Chicago State, so obviously, once again, not having traveled on a plane for a long time, getting out there to do that. In your opinion, what type of tone would it set if you guys were able to get this win, or are able to get this win this weekend to help you come back and piggyback off that with some momentum? What do you think that would do for this program, just knowing everything that is involved with this trip and this upcoming weekend?
Well, like I said, there's always going to be obstacles, and obviously traveling, and the kind of the going there and back type of thing. We're one of the fortunate ones in the conference, or it's a single game weekend, and we don't have to go and play somebody on Sunday or after playing a Friday night in Chicago. So again, we're fortunate in that end. But again, we're still in a position right now where we, after losing 2 games this weekend, we need to get some momentum, get some confidence up. We have a very good soccer team. It's just a matter of us being able to find those slots that we're just missing a little bit, because they were all over the place on Sunday. We just didn't find our way in the net.
And in terms of that, right? So obviously, no one knows the heartbeat of this team like you do. So when you sit there and you just see how close this team is, I guess my question is, in your mind, how close is this team to making that step to be like, hey, we are going to be able to start catching it?
It's a matter of inches. I mean, I think that we're there. Like I said, it's hard to believe that we had lost both games this weekend by with the opportunities that we had. But like I said, we're there. And again, I think with the players that haven't scored, Bree Diaz has been knocking on the door all year. We haven't had goals from Christina in a while, and a lot of our forwards. I mean, we've had a lot of goals coming from midfielders lately. That's where we're coming from. So I mean, if we can break the seal a little bit here and get our forward scoring, never know what could happen. But again, like I said, we're knocking on the door. But again, they'd have to go in the goal.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you.
So one of Chicago State's biggest strengths is their physicality. And considering the stakes, do you expect that to increase? And if so, how will the team try to match that?
Well, just listening to Coach Doral talk, you play somebody for a second round, and there's going to be more physicality, I think, the second time around. And so I expect possibly the game to be physical, especially potentially with some wind and weather in the mix. But overall, I feel confident that we're gonna still have that hunger in us because of us coming off of 2 losses. I know that the girls want to get back on the board with the W.